up, everybody? This is Just Fresh.
And this is Monty Bush.
Welcome to episode 12, baby. We back once again, Jabroni Bros Wrestling Podcast, coming straight out of Sacramento, baby. What's up with you, Bush? How you doing, my brother?
I can't complain, man. I'm living, man. I'm happy. It's actually Easter today.
Yes, Easter Sunday.
You know, he has risen. You know what I mean? And we here.
We here, baby.
So,
we here. It's been a good one for you though, overall, brother.
I cannot complain. I have a lot on my plate, and I'm dealing with it accordingly.
That's all we can do, man. Man, this has been a hell of a week for me, man. This has been a busy one for me. Just everything with the just getting everything ready for the podcast and just trying to catch up on all the wrestling that's been going on, man. Were you able to catch most of this week's shows?
Dude, I have been so extremely busy in my personal life. I only caught Instagram and wrestling, like Wrestle Talk or like, you know, just
little podcast clips and stuff.
Yeah, just stuff on YouTube. I tried to stay up to date as much as I could this week. I just didn't get a chance to really sit down, but I'll get to that later because I got a real reason why I didn't even watch a lot of wrestling this week.
Oh man, yeah, we definitely gonna get into that. But you know what, man? As you came over today, man, you know, we like to chill and warm up before the show. So, you know, I like to throw on the WWE Network. And today was the first day that I actually couldn't use it. Now I had to sign up for Peacock. So now the WWE Network is now officially on Peacock. We got to watch a little bit of Wrestlemania. I think it was 23 we were watching earlier.
Yes.
What'd you think overall of the experience so far, man?
From just what I saw, it looked cool. I'm a little surprised that I saw a Benoit match.
Yeah.
I did not expect to see that at all, especially with them editing, stuff out. I did not expect to see Benoit on there. I'm okay with seeing his matches.
Yeah.
I understand why they would edit him out, though. Completely get it. Other than that, it right now, from the looks of things, it just looks like a big version of YouTube.
Yeah, man, the user experience is definitely different than what we experienced on the WWE Network. One of the biggest things that I noticed, now I have the premium plan, and that does include the ads. I use WWE's promo that they had. They were showing on Monday Night Raw and all the other shows this week, Peacock Mania, to get like the first 3 months for half off. So, you know, just to kind of test the waters to see. It's like, you know, I was already paying $10 before for the network previously. So I was like, if I can get it for half, you know, give it a shot. But yo, these ads are mad annoying. Like, you can't even like search through to find the matches in particular. Like before on the WWE Network, the Solo app, you can like, you know, they'll have descriptions of what matches that you're going to see, or like you can just like kind of skip forward to those things. Now it's like, if you skip forward to see what match it is, you're here with a 60-second ad. And it's like,
yeah,
that's mad annoying.
That's that YouTube stuff. Would you call it Peacock Mania?
Yeah, that was the promo code.
Yo.
But it's like, yo, of course we're getting dicked around by a company called Peacock.
Pause.
Man, let's get into some of the news and rumors that we heard throughout the week, man. Did you hear about Roman Reigns and Daniel Cormier?
I did not hear about this, and I'm very interested because I see that that's in our notes here, and yeah.
Yeah, man. So Roman, he appeared on Ariel Helwani's MMA show for an interview, and during the interview, he was asked if he preferred singles match or triple threat matches. Roman Reigns responded with, he would smash anybody in a match, including Cormier. Now, he played out, and he said it would be a short story if Cormier ever got in the ring with him. And, you know, they're MMA fighters, so of course they're going to take this kind of personally. So,
of course.
So DC, he struck back. He was like, yo, watch your mouth at Roman Reigns, WWE. I'll dance with the big dog. But the funny thing is, he said that to a fan WWE Roman Reigns account. So that wasn't even the real Roman Reigns. And it's like, so... You know, they're like, yo, are you too scared to even like really get at the big dog? So in come in, you know, the advocate, Paul Heyman, he jumped in, he's throwing some gas on the flames and basically saying like, you know, his biggest moment in the UFC was when he got shoved across the ring in the octagon by Brock Lesnar. So it's like,
ouch.
Yes. So, you know, it's something that I could see them like really pushing forward, and this might get real. So, Roman Reigns at it. He said that announcer table got him looking soft.
Yo, so are we looking at a triple threat match with Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and
DC?
Yeah,
I'm here for it, brother. DC said he's ready for it. He said, "It's time to stop talking and let's make it real. I'm 42 years old with a bad back, and I'll whip you any day of the week." He said, "It's your move, Vince McMahon and Triple H. This is my yard. I'm the big dog, so I'm ready for it. I'm big time ready for that, man.
Let's go.
Some other news we found out was AJ Styles has been approaching Triple H. He wants to get that retirement match from him.
I don't blame him. I think that'd be a great match. AJ Styles is AJ Styles, and Triple H. I mean, if you're asking for Triple H to do a match, the thing you're asking for too is the storyline that comes with it.
Yeah.
And when Triple H does a storyline, he does a storyline.
He's all in.
Yeah, and he family, friends, relatives.
Everybody gets involved.
Yeah.
His father-in-law, his wife, his
Yeah.
brothers. You know what I mean?
Like, you're gonna see it all.
Yeah.
It's gonna come through. You know what I mean? And AJ Styles is he's been down that road before with like Samoa Joe. So like, yeah, why not?
I'm here for it, man. So personally, I think if you're a veteran and you're not getting that much ring time, if you're gonna go into a big time match with somebody, go into it with somebody that's gonna make it easy on you, like AJ Styles. We've seen what he did with Undertaker last year with the Boneyard match. He put him out the right way. He's not gonna mess it up. And I kind of understand why Triple H would be kind of hesitant to jump back in the ring, especially after what happened when him and Shawn Michaels did that tag team match against Undertaker and Kane at Crown Jewel, and because that match was just a complete shit fest.
Well, so is Crown Jewel in general.
Talk about it.
But I mean, yeah, let's see it. I'm down. I mean, maybe not this WrestleMania, but soon. I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, man.
Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho. Look, I've been very critical of Chris Jericho, so I've been I want to see this. Chris Jericho announced as a guest on the Broken Skull session with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The forbidden door is completely open, y'all.
Yeah, I did not expect this. I didn't see this coming. I heard that Stone Cold even text Vince McMahon one more time. He texted him twice.
He's like, "Is this cool?"
And he gave him the thumbs up. So he said, "Okay, let's do it."
Yeah, Vince said it was all good, all three emojis.
So I mean, they're all good. I mean, it's just good shit.
So for those that are unaware, Chris Jericho currently works for AEW, and Stone Cold is, of course, associated with the WWE. So these are two companies that, like, they're considered rivals. On the Wednesday Night Wars, which happens on, it's between AEW Dynamite and NXT, competing times at the same time, and now it's like, we have one of the biggest stars in AEW coming to WWE. That's never happened before. So This is amazing. I'm here for it. But
do it.
You know what I wasn't here for, man?
Oh, hold on. Before you get on this,
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been watching us. 1,500 views on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
So subscribers, thank you. People that haven't subscribed yet, please do.
We're a brand new channel. The fact that we're getting that many views, and it's like, we know it's coming from, the homies supporting us here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I've been getting support from, like even my coworkers, man. So another shout out to my homegirl Juanita, DJ Wonton. I see you. Appreciate you. Always holding it down for me, keeping me pushing through when I'm getting hell frustrated at work, but we're still pushing through the podcast.
My man Ryan Lacroix. Look, he knows who he is. Ryan, you know who you are, okay? Don't kill me because I got a dope name and your name is crazy, but I love it. He's hit me up too. Shout outs to the Twitter people. I can't. We got some stuff in the works.
Yeah, we have like a giveaway in the works too. We've been getting hit up from one of the homies from PCW in the UK. Like, there's an actual streaming service that they have from some on-demand service, and they hit us up seeing if our listeners are interested in getting some free on-demand content from independent wrestling companies. Out like I think it was ICW. A couple of other companies out there, but it's a cool streaming service. So if you guys are interested in something like that and you guys want to give away just for being loyal listeners, hit us up and we'll hook you guys up.
Other thing, I also have stickers on the way.
Yes.
So I will have some Jabroni Bros stickers on the way.
Yeah, some sticker slaps.
So yeah. Okay, now back to
Vince, since speaking of sticker slaps, I felt like we got slapped in the face this damn week.
Segue.
When we found out that the Hurt Business broke up on Monday Night Raw. God damn it.
So once I saw this ruined my entire wrestling week. I didn't want to watch anything at all. Nothing.
It sucked.
Because not only did it suck, but you put the mid-card king, Baron Corbin, with MVP and what the hell? Like, why don't you just leave things the way it was? My man Shelton Benjamin went on Twitter, showed his frustration. MVP and freaking Bobby Lashley went to Vince McMahon and was like, yo, don't do this.
Yeah.
And he pulled the trigger anyways. And now, you're definitely probably going to see Drew win the title at WrestleMania. And, like, dude, you couldn't give us some type of suspense to this? Like,
my thing is, they gave us something, the crowd reacted, we showed that we loved it. You know, we don't have people like in actual attendance, but you can tell by the temperature of what everybody's saying, by the online buzz, and everybody was hyped for Bobby Lashley winning. Yeah. That's a huge deal. So again, you got people, this is the third African-American champion that we've had, and it's like, this is like a big deal. So you get people hyped for something. He's turned into this new badass. You give him this incredible intro now, and then all of a sudden you switch him over, and now all of a sudden he's like a chicken shit heel, and he breaks his group up because he's scared of Drew McIntyre. It's like, you gave us something for a cool 2 weeks, then you give us the bait and switch. It's kind of on some AEW shit, and I'm not really feeling it. And I try not to be like too upset about it, but it's like, I was about to buy a fucking Hurt Business shirt like 2 weeks ago, and then now it's like, these guys don't even exist. So it's like, you're playing with us. And to be real, like, it really sucks because, Bush, I was telling you, I was thinking about flying out to WrestleMania.
Sure was.
Like, I don't play with this shit. It's like, when I'm really hyped about wrestling, like, I want to be there. I want to be surrounded by fans. We haven't had live fans in attendance for hella long, and then you play us like this. It's like, bro, we already see what's about to happen. Like, you're painting Drew McIntyre as this, like, the super cool babyface guy, but that's not what we want.
Nobody connects with him like that. Sorry.
We don't, bro.
I did have my man Mondo. He hit me up and was like, oh, what? Are you guys part of the Hurt Business too? Because you guys like him so much? And I was like,
do you like Drew that much?
Yeah, come on, man.
Look at the alternative.
Like, what? And honestly, like, he's a Latino. So when was the last time we had a Latino heavyweight champion?
I'll wait.
Yeah. So back to Drew.
Yeah. So it's like, so
I know they're trying to give him his WrestleMania moment because he had it stolen due to COVID.
Yeah. And word on the street is they're gonna open up the first night of WrestleMania, and they're gonna have that first match. So he gets the hot crowd. They're not doing a pre-show at WrestleMania. And we're actually going to talk about that a little bit later as we go through our predictions and we go through our SmackDown segment later on. But ultimately, man, this really took a turn for the worst when they did this. It honestly, Monday Night Raw was a whole shit show. Like, there wasn't much that was really good on the show, and it's 3 hours, and this is like literally a week right before WrestleMania, and this is what you're giving us?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Facts.
Like, 100%, dude. Let's talk about some of the things that we did like on Monday Night Raw. I was really into the Sheamus versus Riddle match. Did you get a chance to see that, Bush?
I saw what I saw on Instagram. Really good match. It's Matt Riddle and Sheamus, two dudes that really can wrestle. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm a Sheamus fan, so I'm really looking forward to this being at WrestleMania.
So I'm gonna be like completely transparent. I've never been a Sheamus fan. I thought he was always he's always missing something. He's like really good in the ring, but he was missing something. Since he's come back, and I want to say his run on SmackDown when he was going through the whole run with Jeff Hardy and the whole alcohol thing, and then he came to Raw. And he was paired with Drew McIntyre on the Best Friends thing, and they had those bangers of matches back to back to back, and now he's having these matches with Riddle.
He won you over.
100%.
He won you over. He's my favorite because his favorite wrestler is Triple H.
Yeah.
And Triple H, if you ever watch Triple H, you know he's a great heel. And Sheamus makes a better heel than he does a baby face.
Yeah, he's not convincing as a baby face, but he's great heel.
When he's a heel, he's on fire.
Yeah.
And I that's what I like about him.
How about Bad Bunny? I'm sorry. Before Bad Bunny came out.
It's okay.
Miz and Morrison did a diss track on Bad Bunny.
Dressed as bunnies. How appropriate right before Easter.
It was called Hey Hey Hop Hop. And it sounds about as good as the song was. That shit was ass. 100% ass. That was a terrible song. They said it was recorded live in Puerto Rico, but it was clearly shot in the Thunderdome, and it was just like a green screen the whole time. It was one of those bad jokes that went on like entirely too long. You would think that they would cut it after like one minute. Like there's times when I'm DJing a wedding and like something like, you know, it's like clearly everybody wants to like kind of like, and they're doing like a slow dance and everybody wants to switch it to something else. And you kind of just read it and you switch it up. No, WWE did not get the memo. They did not read the room. And that shit was like a cool 5 minutes. 5 minutes too long.
Yeah, trash.
Later on, we did see Bad Bunny come out and confront him. And
don't be doing my bunny hop, bro.
Bad Bunny hit Miz with like a real punch, like sock some soul into him real quick.
Good for Bad Bunny. I'm looking forward to seeing him actually wrestle. I want to see where this goes. I want to see if he actually knows what he's doing. That's really what I want to see. Overall.
I don't know how they're going to pull this match off. Like Miz is going to have to. Well, Miz 100% is going to carry him, but it was cool for what it's worth, and I'm kind of looking forward to this. A couple of other moments on Monday Night Raw that I enjoyed was AJ Styles versus Xavier Woods. They were doing like a little like game thing. They had a little game night.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty funny. New Day sweeps them because clearly they're the real team. And Omos is pretty much just like, yo man, I don't got to play these games to win these titles, so it don't even matter.
Right.
They end up having a match, and Omos interrupts him, and he pretty much, he gorilla presses Kofi and just throws him over the barricade, smashes Wood in the corner, and then they hits him with a choke bomb. Just basically showing a little bit of his arsenal, one of his, what it's going to be his moveset. And Omos is looking good, bro.
Omos sounds good on the mic. He's his moveset, for being a big man.
A giant.
A giant. And I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, I was not feeling Ricochet being the rival to Drew McIntyre for the night. On Monday Night Raw. What the hell was that?
So Drew McIntyre was over here.
White man mad. He was white man mad. He was looking for that boiled chicken fight.
He knew that Bobby Lashley and
it was unseasoned, bro. It was completely unseasoned.
Put a hit out on him. So all night he was paranoid to see who was going to jump him and take him up on the offer. So he went into the locker room and pretty much challenged everyone. And Ricochet was the only person that really stepped up.
Yeah, because everybody else is like, look, I got a match.
Right?
Or I got
Braun was like, look, bro, I got bigger fish to fry. Riddle was like, nah, man, I already got a match. So Ricochet steps up, but he looked like mad intimidated the whole time, and I guess rightfully so, because he got squashed in a cool 10 seconds.
Yeah,
we see Ali attack him right after the match, which is kind of dope. I'm glad they're positioned Ali in that main event kind of role. He's completely transitioning from Retribution. I saw he was wearing like new tights and everything, like new colors. So it's like it looks like they're still positioning in him on a high level. And plus, he had that knee injury, or the PCL, right?
Yep, the PCL. He's been going off on Twitter lately too, which has been hilarious. If you guys haven't been following him, please do. His Twitter rants against T-Bar is awesome. But yeah, overall, whatever, man. This was unflavored, unseasoned Monday Night Raw.
And the Baron Corbin ending was terrible.
Trash. Yeah. Why even Baron? Don't get me. I don't care about any of this stuff.
About their history and that stuff. We don't care. And they're going to have a match this week on Monday Night Raw that nobody's going to care about, and obviously Drew McIntyre's just going to smash them. But.
Yo, man, take off that crown. It's King of the Ring hasn't been around in a while.
You done?
I'm done with it. Yeah, no. Grade for this, I don't really care because I didn't. So D minus.
D minus. Let's go 1 out of 10. What would you rate? What would you grade it?
I'd give this probably like 4.5.
I'd give this. If I were to grade it fairly, I'd give it about
6.
I'd give it a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was terrible. It's definitely a fail overall. The really only standout moments are the ones that we mentioned. But you know what I was feeling was NXT.
Okay. I know you
didn't see everything.
I didn't want to.
From like the moments that you did see, which ones do you remember that?
The best thing that stood out for me was Raquel Gonzalez and
Io Shirai. Raquel Cole, she threw her ass through that wall like no problem too.
Yeah, she picked her up. And I didn't know that wall was going to be like that because it said on the tag on Instagram, she gets thrown through a wall. So I'm like, all right, let me watch this.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
And the way she got thrown through that damn wall, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Raquel, salute to you.
Raquel summoned all of her Chola strength and did it for La Raza one time and just threw Io straight through that wall, bro. That shit was crazy.
Doom, 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 doom. That's my shit.
Oh man! Throughout the whole night, we saw this damn dog running around, and it was kind of hinted at. It's like, what the hell is this going on? But basically, it summed it up. We're gonna have a new women's wrestler joining the roster, Frankie, who is Taya Valkyrie, the wife of John Morrison. She's coming to NXT. Okay. So the first Tuesday when they do premiere, as we mentioned before, that NXT is moving to Tuesdays. She's going to be on that first episode post WrestleMania.
I see here that you got Adam Cole and Ciampa doing some fire promos.
Fire promos, bro. This Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly match, this unsanctioned match they're about to have at Takeover.
Yeah,
it's going to be crazy. I can already see it.
They built this up pretty well. I mean, you got them fighting. You got police officers. You got
in the MMA gym.
Yeah, you got the contract signing. It looks good.
Yeah, Cole is that dude. Like on the mic, especially in these promos. Like he did a little. It was like a little produced promo. So it was like a little segment, but very believable. He's like Shawn Michaels good.
That's
like
good.
If he was only taller, and I know everybody says that. But, like, he would be in WrestleMania, like, for real. The dude is the man.
I hope they don't pull him, man. Honestly, I like NXT the way it is, man. Don't pull anybody up. Don't just
That's how it always is,
leave these fools alone, man, because you get them there, they don't know what to do in the back. You ain't got no storyline for them. Next thing you know, you want to send them back.
It's like taking the cool kid off the playground and bringing him to a new school, but, he don't vibe well at that school, so sometimes you got to bring him back. And
NXT vibes well.
Yeah.
They vibe well with each other. They got something going on in Adam Cole, Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. Leave these fools alone. Let them vibe.
Well, Ciampa supposedly he said he only wants to stay in NXT because he really can't keep up with the schedule that they have on the main roster, especially with the touring.
Yeah.
But that might change, because they're not really touring like that no more. So. Who knows? But he had a fire promo when he was talking about, when Walter ripped off his chain.
Yep.
He was talking about, that his wife and his daughter made that chain for him when he was recovering from his neck surgery. So, like, that was, like, very symbolic of him. So he was like, yo, like, I'm ready to kill you over this, bro. Like, it was really cool. Another thing that had me cracking up, man, was Mei Ying. She blew some of that Zaza in Kaden Carter's face and she passed out, man. Like that shit was crazy, man. Like, even Matt Riddle, he hopped on Twitter and was like, bro. She caught some of that smoke and it was a cold KO.
I'm trying to look for it. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for something right now. I need this. I need it. Please find this for me.
Smoke weed every day.
There it is.
Yes, that Zaza was hitting her. She didn't know what to do. The Gauntlet Eliminator was fun. Pretty much, we're actually going to get into our stand and deliver predictions and everything next, but Dexter Lumis was standing in the corner the whole damn match. Like, nobody was even trying to touch him.
Nobody's trying to touch him.
They didn't want no problems with Dexter.
You don't want no problems with Dexter Lumis.
Hilarious.
End up missing.
Right? Getting pet.
Have to put you somewhere nobody can smell you.
All right, so considering this is going to be pretty much our go-home episode leading up to WrestleMania, we're going to get into our predictions of what's going down for WrestleMania week. So we know on NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Night 1, we're going to be having Pete Dunne and Kushida, Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT UK Championship. We're going to have Leon Ruff versus Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed versus Cameron Grimes versus Dexter Lumis versus LA Knight in that Gauntlet Eliminator match. We're going to see MSK versus Grizzled Young Veterans versus Legado del Fantasma. I got to put some respect on the name for the NXT Tag Team Championship, and Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez for the NXT Women's Championship. Let's get into some predictions, Bush. Which match you want to predict first?
Okay, I'll go with Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez since I'm really interested in this match. I am going to go with Raquel Gonzalez as the winner on this one.
You think it's her time?
I think it's her time. She's showing she's standing out and she's carrying this storyline really well.
Really well.
And showing her strength and dominance over Io Shirai. Do I want Io Shirai to win? Yes. Do I think she's going to win? No.
I'm going to say the same thing. I really believe in Io. She's had the title for, I believe, over a year now.
She stomped out everybody she's faced.
Yeah, or just about a year, because I think she beat Charlotte for it in that triple threat.
Sure did.
But other than that, the story's been about Raquel Gonzalez coming up. So I can easily see Io transitioning to Monday Night Raw immediately after TakeOver, honestly.
Me too.
I think it's Raquel's time. Let's go into the Pete Dunne versus Kushida. I think that's going to be crazy.
Great matchup. This sucks for me because I really want to see Kushida win, and I don't know if they're going to let him.
He hasn't had a big win in a while.
He really hasn't, and I think that Pete Dunne, with his boys that he runs with, they're not going to let him win.
Yeah.
They're not going to let him win.
So you're going Dunne?
I got to go with Dunne.
I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to go Kushida. I have no reason. I just want to see Kushida win.
I love Pete Dunne. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
That's my guy. Tear you limb from limb, stretch it, all that.
You know who will tear you limb to limb? The UK Championship match, Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa. Who you got, Bush?
I'm going with Walter.
I'm going with Walter too.
Gotta go with Walter.
I can't. How can you bet against this guy?
And I'm looking at it from a different standpoint of like just a world thing. My man Ciampa gets the title. He's going to be the UK champ. My man's going to the UK to go defend that then.
True.
And if you're going to the UK to defend that in a time like this, you might be stuck in the UK. So if he's willing to risk that, okay. But if he's not, and he's just talking about that touring schedule, yeah, I'm going with Walter.
Okay. Oh, that's a good way to think about it. I'm picking Walter simply because he's held that title forever, and I think that if anybody's going to take the UK Championship from him, it'll be someone like Finn Balor. Because they were teasing that match. That was supposed to be, I believe, a UK TakeOver match, and then pandemic. So, the major spoiler of 2020, slowed things down. But overall, I think this match is going to be a show stealer for that night.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to Walter versus Tommaso Ciampa.
I'm not mad at that at all.
I'm also looking forward to that tag team championship match, MSK, Grizzled Young Veterans, and Legado del Fantasma. If I had to pick who I'm going to say is going to win, I'm going MSK, and that's going to be because they just won the Dusty Classic.
I'm going to go with Legado del Fantasma.
Okay, riding for the squad?
Yes, I am. I'm just being honest. I'm playing favoritism.
Yo, especially after seeing that music video that Josiah Dean Williams put out.
Woo!
Yo, that was fire.
Don't be disrespecting.
The legacy.
The legacy, bro. That was fire.
Gauntlet Eliminator match. Leon Ruff, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis versus LA Knight.
I hate LA Knight.
So he's coming out last. He won the actual Battle Royal last week, or this past week.
He did.
Yeah, so he's the last one. And
I'm going Dexter Lumis.
Dexter?
You won't even attempt to come at my man in the corner. And then see, I got Cameron Grimes trying to mess with Dexter. That's what I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go full out Grimes. I think it's time. Him versus Johnny Gargano. I think that's gonna be dope.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
Yeah, him and Gargano. And if it's not him, you know what? Storyline wise, it's gonna be Dexter Lumis.
I need it.
It's going to be Dexter because it makes sense because they have to close that chapter. I want to see my dude Grimes though. He's probably going to get involved with something or who knows. Roderick Strong will come back because he stormed off after he won that match or after Grimes won on Wednesday.
Cameron Grimes.
But hell, that's all for the first night. On night 2, we have Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart versus The Way. For the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. That's Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Devlin versus Santos Escobar for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship match and a ladder match. Gargano versus the winner of the Gauntlet Eliminator match for the NXT North American Championship. Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. And Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship.
Trash. Anyways.
Predictions. Let's start with the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship.
I got Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart.
Okay. I'm going to go with The Way.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that because Candice LeRae has never got any gold. And I think it's time for them to have like their faction in general is they're getting a lot of time on Wednesdays or just on NXT in general. It's going to be Tuesdays now.
Right.
But I could see them, giving them the women's tag championship. Yes, Shotzi and Ember, they have it right now, and they're a good fit for it to be on top. But I could see them switching it up really quick. And let's give them a run.
Okay. Where are we going next?
Cruiserweight.
Yes.
That's the one we're both looking forward to.
Yes.
This is our type of match.
Jordan Devlin versus Santos Escobar. This is going to be a tough one for me. I'm gonna play favoritism and go with Santos Escobar.
I'm going Santos Escobar myself.
I'm playing favorites completely.
Legato, bro. Like, you already know.
Squad.
We seen that video like before we recorded too. It's like, these guys are it.
These guys, yeah, they're dope. I'm going with them. I'm going with Escobar.
Johnny Gargano versus Dexter Lumis, which we both kind of predict for the North American Championship.
Dexter Lumis.
It's Dexter's time?
Even if it's not Dexter Lumis versus Johnny Gargano, I think Gargano loses his title.
Okay.
I think Gargano loses his title this time.
I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to stick with Gargano, and I'm going to say that just because I have no idea who they're going to have. And it might be Dexter Lumis, but I don't know. And because... Damn it, I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself while I'm thinking about it more. Because Dexter Lumis would be the perfect guy to take it off him with this current storyline.
Yeah.
But who would be the next person after that? That's how I'm thinking. Like, who would feud with Lumis to follow that? And where would Gargano go from there? So I guess, you know what? I'm just going to stick with my gut. I'm going to stick with Gargano.
Okay.
Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly in the unsanctioned match.
I have Adam Cole winning, but not by much. I think Kyle O'Reilly gets double-crossed by somebody.
I could see Roderick Strong or Bobby Fish coming back and screwing one of them. I want to say Adam Cole, but I think with how they're pushing for Kyle O'Reilly lately, he's got a new attitude. He's got his own little dresses funny and cool and stuff. Like, I don't know.
That ain't nothing but
you know what?
It's
It's Adam Cole, baby, around here. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna try and be a super smart fan. I'm just gonna go with who's my dude. So I'm going with Adam Cole for that myself.
Kyle O'Reilly ain't nothing but Marty Jannetty on this one.
yo, big facts, big facts. Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross, NXT champion.
I'm going Finn Balor. I don't care for Karrion Kross.
We both want Finn, man. It's obvious. If you guys listen to the show, we don't ride with Karrion like that.
Yeah, so I'm leaving it at that. I got Finn Balor.
All right. You want to get into AEW Dynamite?
We can go there.
Okay. How about that mid-ass match between Christian and Frankie Kazarian?
So once again, Kazarian looks amazing.
Yo, he's outshining the person that he was supposed to be, that supposedly outworks everyone. Yeah. Like, yo, what was that?
When he told him, he said, so when are you going to start working?
Yeah, and he put his ass to work in that match. And let's keep it real. So, usually on Wednesday nights, it's always hard for me to pick which one I'm going to choose. I watch the first match on each show to determine what I'm going to do. I watched Christian the first 10 minutes of this, and I turned that shit immediately. He was moving hella slow. This is not something that you open up a TV show with. This should have been in the middle of the card, when I was ready for something like this. But this was.
AEW has been good at opening up the show.
Yeah, they usually hit you with something good to make you want to keep tuned in. And yes, I was I was interested because it's Christian, but after seeing how much Edge is looking great on SmackDown, to see how Christian's looking so bad right now, and yes, I should give him some time. And yeah, he was my dude with Edge and Christian, but I guess I was more of a Hardy Boys fan overall.
But the thing is that you don't overpromise and underdeliver. You know what I mean? You overpromise with Christian.
Yeah, man. It's like with AEW.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Same thing every time, man. They do that over and over. They tell us one thing and then they give us the product and it's like,
It is what it is. Christian got the win. That's what's up. But I mean, my man looked way better than Christian.
Yeah, Kaz looked better. I thought it was really funny what they had with QT Marshall and Cody. Did you see how much they were trying to play QT Marshall, man?
What is up with this dude, QT Marshall?
So essentially, he's the guy that is behind the scenes for everything with the Nightmare Factory, all that stuff. So he ran. So when COVID hit last year, when they weren't running at Daly's place, they were filming at his wrestling school.
Got it.
In Georgia.
Okay.
So he's the one that trains all the people. So Jade Cargill and all of these like the up and coming people, they all go through the Nightmare Factory. That's essentially their NXT.
Got it. Okay. that
Their
makes
training
sense.
facility, and he's in charge of it. He does a lot of the administrative stuff for Cody as well.
I think after watching that match, I just see War Games coming. Or
Okay.
Something like that. Something to that effect, where it's just like factions are breaking up. There's a bunch of groups forming stables.
Yeah.
And they're all going to end up facing each other at a pay-per-view.
I don't know if they'll do like a War Games kind of thing, but I can see them definitely beefing it in some kind of terms because essentially QT got tired of being chumped out, and Cody came out to this great entrance, and QT got like no music, no nothing, and you can tell he's getting fed up. The crowd's chanting Cody's friend, and he got pissed and he just decked Arn Anderson. Like I was feeling that. If you're gonna get some heel heat, beat up an old guy. It works every time. It was great, man. So the Nightmare Factory students jump in. Anthony Ogogo, Aaron Solo, and Nick Calmaretto, they jump in. Lee Johnson gets powerbombed onto the stage. Dustin Rhodes gets pile drived into the steps, and Cody gets hit with the rip shot from the boxing Olympic bronze medalist Anthony Ogogo. And like, yo, you guys are making me believe, and I appreciate that. Like, way to make up for that damn Kazarian and Christian Cage match.
I love the name of Go-Go.
But yeah, man, it's like, this is a real like boxing dude. He's medaled in the Olympics, so it's like it was dope. And another thing that was dope was that beatdown that we saw the Pinnacle get from the Inner Circle.
I loved every minute of this.
Every minute of it.
I loved every minute of it, and I want to give shout outs again to MJF. This dude really, really allowed Chris Jericho to flush his head in the toilet.
Hit him with a swirly.
And then put his head through that damn
the little Coke machine thing, or the Coke fridge.
Yeah. I mean, singing fools getting power bombed on massage tables. That was pretty tight because it folded.
They slammed what's his name's head in the door. Sammy Guevara slammed Ty Dillinger's what's his real name now?
It's okay, you can say.
Yeah, Ty Dillinger, you know who I'm talking about. He got slammed in the head, in the door. We see Santana Ortiz, like Santana who's poking dude, stabbing dude in the head.
Yeah, he got actual stitches in the back.
Yeah, Dax Harwood took that.
Yeah, no, it was
or
dope.
Cash Wheeler, whichever one it was.
Getting thrown into cold ice baths.
Yeah,
and shit.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
It was dope.
It was a very good return, and the way they played up the whole thing. We've been waiting for this for a while, and it was cool because it gave the Pinnacle some time to develop. And essentially, what was happening was that they were battling over the locker room, and it's like when it comes down to it, it's two alpha teams, and you're gonna have to fight for this locker room. They ain't just gonna let them take it.
No, man. And Tony Blanchard got smacked up. Old man getting beat up again.
I'm here for that. You know what else I was here for though? Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid versus the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega, baby.
I've only watched highlights of it, but the highlights obviously are amazing because of who's in this match.
The whole match was highlights, bro. The whole match.
The ending is what I saw the most. When John Moxley came out, and then the Young Bucks followed him.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to that.
Yeah. That was that in that match? I think that was later on.
Was that later on, or was that
was that in the John Moxley match?
Was that in the John Moxley match? I thought that was happening during that match.
Oh no, you're right. Okay, yeah, John Moxley versus Cesar Bononi happened earlier, and then Moxley came out towards the end of that. But I think it would be a disservice for us not to talk about how good that match was.
It's Laredo Kid, man. Laredo Kid is a beast, bro.
Ray Phoenix was everywhere in this. The timing that these guys have as a team is like, they need to bring in the trios belt into AEW and just like make that a thing. And for those that aren't aware, a trios is a tag team with 3 people.
How do you feel about Pentagon not being a solo wrestler, though, and only being used when they need him?
You know what? I really like Pentagon overall, so I'm okay with as long as they're positioning him and giving him TV time, I'm good with it. Okay. His brother Phoenix is like killing it though right now. Yeah. So it's hard to choose between the two. And the thing I like about AEW is that they do a lot of multi-man matches. They do a lot of things where it's like you can have a 6-man tag match or a tag match and it not feel stale. So it just works.
Okay, well that answers my question right there. I'm okay with that answer. What am I supposed to say?
Yo, the Arcade Anarchy match. Did you get a chance to see any of those clips?
I saw it, and I was very curious about how they were going to do this. Looked pretty interesting and fun. It probably will be dope when you get the AEW video game.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's actually a perfect match for an AEW video.
You know what I mean? Like when I look at these matches that happen, these like unsanctioned or
Yeah, they're themed matches and all that stuff.
whenever I see that, the first thing I think of is, okay, I cannot wait until this is on the video.
It's going to be 10 times better when you play it in a game.
Yeah, and that's exactly what these matches for me. That's what it brings for me. Like I put myself instantly in the fact that, oh, this is going to be in the video game.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a level.
And you know what was dope? Like this match didn't take themselves too serious, or anything with like Orange Cassidy in general isn't taken too serious, and the Best Friends. But this was just a lot of fun, dude. Orange Cassidy threw Kip Sabian into a whack-a-mole lachine and like literally just started beating him in the head with it.
Sounds
like,
all right.
Like it was hilarious. Later on in the match, we see Chuck Taylor. He laid out some Legos and took a power bomb from Kip Sabian onto it. Like that's a different level of pain.
Yeah.
Which, if you had to choose, man, between having to take a power bomb through some thumbtacks or through Legos, what would it be?
Bro, that is too right. Look, I need a little bit more time than this. I'm gonna need some time on this, because if you've ever stepped on a Lego barefoot,
It's one of the most painful things in the world. In the middle of the night, if you have kids, man, you know, or if you have nieces, nephews, whatever, like, man, to be
But then
walking
again-
barefoot and to step on a Lego, oh,
I don't know, bro. It just depends on, because getting thumbtacks. If you ever stepped on a thumbtack, you
that's
know
a different level of pain too.
that shit fucking hurts. So
That's like Home Alone.
yeah. So I don't know, man. That's a tough call. That depends on how I feel for the moment. Cause damn it, fuck you, Lego.
The thing is, I would. As our David, I can't even answer that for myself. I would think it would be better to take the thumbtacks, because that at least absorbs into your skin. But like the Lego, you're just like, it's a hard bang. You know what I mean? Like it's just a direct. You can't. It's.
My son used to put his Legos up and do like a drop kick into the Legos and then on his diaper. So it was like awesome for me to watch it. I used to watch it all the time.
Man, young luchador. Overall, man, did you enjoy the show? Did you enjoy what you've seen from AEW Dynamite?
It sucks that I'm going to say this. Yes, of course I did. I didn't really want to watch wrestling because I felt like, okay, WWE
They let you down so much.
They screwed me down. Yeah, they screwed me. Pause. They let me down so much. I didn't want to seem biased.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't want to seem biased because I knew that the last couple of weeks I've been AEW'd out.
Well, there's no, like, that's the thing, man. If they're putting out the better show, we have to be the person to tell our fans this stuff, you know, to tell our followers this stuff. So it's like, we're the voice of the people.
Because, look, I'm going to have to give them like probably an 8 on the show.
Overall,
even with Christian's crap, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It might have been mid, but it was mid at the beginning, and it just got fire all the way through.
Everything got better. It got progressively better.
Yeah, so like, maybe they did the right thing by having that first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good point.
Maybe they did the right thing by having that
there were other matches that we didn't necessarily talk about that were, you know, mid as well, but but still.
Yeah, I mean, there's mid matches in between a lot of this stuff just because they got so many hours.
Yeah.
Granted, it could be cut more hours, which I would love to see.
Yeah. Quality over quantity for sure.
Put it on AEW Dark, which is fine too.
That should tell along already though.
Yeah, it is. Yo, man, there's just so much talent, man.
Right. And you know what? It's beautiful, but you know, more places for people to work. You gave it an 8. I'm gonna give it a 7.5, just because I was really disappointed in Christian. I wanted more.
Okay.
Let's talk about SmackDown, dude. We found out that they moved the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and the Fatal 4-Way SmackDown Tag Team Championship match from WrestleMania. It will now be on the Friday Night SmackDown before WrestleMania.
Trash.
100%.
Trash. My biggest issue with all this is like, okay, let's say Keith Lee comes back, wins the Andre Battle Royal, right? Okay, I'm happy with that. But let's say Keith Lee comes back and he loses the Andre Battle Royal. So then come on, because then they're gonna have a whole different storyline for him.
Yeah.
And what will that storyline go into WrestleMania?
So you think Keith Lee would come back for something like that?
I think he would, because honestly, if you look at who's in the Battle Royal, name me somebody that you can look at definitively on the list and be like, that's your winner.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to speak on that because some of the people that are in there, including my main event Jey Uso, I'm kind of disappointed in because I feel like he's had such a year, or at least this past 6 months since he's been associated with Roman. Like, yo, he deserves to at least be a part of that match, or like I'm not going to petition for it to be a fatal 4-way for that in general, but that could have worked as well. But yeah, I don't know who's going to win that. It's kind of hard to pick. But shit, you know what? Since we're doing a WrestleMania predictions anyway, we might as well predict it. I'm going to take a wild guess, and I'll say Ali. Ali's in the match. I'm going to go for him. He's not going to win, but that's a bad pick. I'll go with main event Jey Uso.
That's a better pick.
That's a much better pick.
I mean, does Baron Corbin
Baron
win it?
Corbin's in it again.
Does Baron Corbin win this?
He could.
Like, I don't want to pick Baron Corbin, but
it's like those are the choices.
But my choices are next to none.
Yeah, we would go through the whole list, but it's not important
Because they're all mid-card 24/7 champions. Like,
they got Ricochet and stuff in there too, and it's like, yo.
But look how they treat Ricochet.
It's like we clearly want this guy, and it's not like just because he's like.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's what y'all need to do. Like, listen to us. Get some help. Like, bro, we're here for you guys.
I'm going for Keith.
Bruh.
Yeah. We also found out that the SmackDown Tag Team Championship is going to be defended there.
This is trash too. This should be a pre-show match.
Yes and no. So I feel that, but it's like if we have 2 nights, why is not the Tag Team Championship a part of at least one of those nights?
I don't know.
And you got to let's be
how you got belts that aren't on the main show.
Yeah. But I mean, my big argument is like Street Profits. They held it down for like the whole year with the pandemic. They never lost. So they had the Raw Tag Team Championship, and then they switched with New Day, and then they actually beat the New Day. And these guys now don't get a shot to be on WrestleMania.
Yeah. So screw Hogan. Get the host of WrestleMania out of there. Bring in the tag team belts. Why the hell give me that time? I don't care about everything else.
Anything but Hogan.
You know what I mean? Like, why would you put that over that? Like, these are your tag team championship belts. You're showing me that you don't care about your tag team division at all.
At all. But that's you've seen what happened. So when I went to WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, I was there because I wanted to see. Because as y'all know, I picked main event Jey Uso. I'm a Usos fan. It was Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers, and they literally had that as that was a 3-minute squash match, and that was the year that the Usos were on fire.
Yeah.
That was the year that they had like the Hell in a Cell with the New Day, and they were just on a huge run. And I'm a big fan of tag team wrestling, so I was like, I want to see it. Terrible. They do not care about the tag team championships, especially the SmackDown ones. It's like,
bro, this is the perfect time for Rey Mysterio and his son to win the belts.
Yeah, think about the crowd. They would go crazy for that. Granted, I don't want them to do that because I'm going for the Street Profits, but that would be a great time for it to happen.
Out of all the times, that's the time.
Yeah. So my prediction for that is the Street Profits. You're going Mysterio family?
I am going for Mysterio family on this one. If you've been watching and listening to me too, I've been very critical on them. But as time has gone on, I've also said, did you see this? Did you see that?
As they've gotten better, yeah.
Yeah, it's gotten better and better.
It's criticism, but it's like, it's both good and bad.
Yeah.
We talk about both sides. We're never just here to hate. Because again, we're not wrestlers, we're just fans. We know, but we've been watching wrestling for 20 years or so. So it's like, we know this stuff. What really was cracking me up throughout the whole night was Sammy's red carpet moment when he welcomed out Logan Paul, man. And when Logan Paul's theme music hit, Sammy started cutting it up, bro.
Sammy's dancing. I can see him at the press club right now. And dead facts.
Yo, Sammy got the moves, man.
I was impressed. I was like, look at this fool. Look at this dude. This dude is going off. He got that Midtown swag. Okay.
And if you follow us at Jabroni Bros Pod on Instagram, you already seen the clip that we posted.
Fire.
Yo, I think we need to invite Sammy to the cookout next time.
Definitely. My man eats real potato salad. I can tell.
No raisins. No raisins at all. But Logan Paul, he was pretty much confirmed for WrestleMania, which is cool because, he's a big YouTuber, someone that my kids know. I might not necessarily be super familiar with him, but again, he has millions and millions and millions of followers, so,
My man Ryan on Instagram hit me and was like, he's going to be the 24/7 champion, book it.
For sure.
So
I'm willing to bet on that, actually.
Yeah, I can see that.
But one thing I did notice that KO shoved Logan Paul as his exit the ring. Like, I think that is going to come to, like, cost him at WrestleMania. What do you think, man?
Of course, KO's done. At WrestleMania, he's done.
Give it to Sammy?
Give it to Sammy.
Okay, well, we'll go through our predictions for that.
I love KO, though. Don't get me wrong. I'm just
We
saying.
found out, you know what, I'll talk about that a little bit later. Did you get to see anything from that street fight with Daniel Bryan and Jey Uso?
All I saw was Daniel Bryan attacking Edge and then going up and attacking
Roman?
Yo. And I am sticking to my guns. Daniel Bryan is a heel. He is.
You've been talking about that for weeks now,
Daniel
man.
Bryan is Ralph Macchio. Okay? He is the Karate Kid. Everyone's cheering for this guy. No, he's the bad guy. I'm going for Cobra Kai Edge.
Edge is Cobra Kai?
Edge is Cobra Kai.
Ah, that's a hell of a way to put it.
Yo,
I like it.
I'm looking, LaRusso. I see you, Daniel Bryan. You caused all this. So yeah, I watched it.
I love that match, man. It really showed that. I think it was put there to be like Daniel Bryan showing to everyone like, yo, I deserve to be here. And granted, if you've been watching SmackDown, he's been carrying this ever since the lead up to Royal Rumble. It's been great. So to see this kind of peak and for it to get to a near climax at WrestleMania, like I'm so excited
But
for it.
let's be real here. Let's take a step back.
Okay.
Daniel Bryan was in the same Royal Rumble as Edge.
Mm-hmm.
Lost. Daniel Bryan was in the Elimination Chamber match. Won. And then he lost to Roman Reigns.
But he immediately had to fight Roman Reigns after fighting for a cool 35 minutes. You got to keep that in mind too.
That's still an L.
L is
An
an L.
L is an L.
L and L Hawaiian.
Yep. Yo, I was so mad the other day. I went to go buy some L&L Hawaiian and they were closed. I was pissed.
Couldn't get your chicken katsu?
No, you know I love my chicken katsu.
I'm more of a spam musubi man myself with the barbecue mix. Teriyaki sauce, please.
Daniel Bryan lost to Roman Reigns, so that's 2-1. And then he lost to Roman Reigns again. He didn't make him tap, but he lost.
He lost due to Edge, though.
But he lost.
You going by that WWE logic right now?
I have to now. Look what they did to me. They did this to me. Okay? You get rid of the Hurt Business. You bring in Corbin. You let this guy just all of a sudden get in here to do his yes chants. Like, he shouldn't be in this damn thing.
Yes, he should.
He should.
He should.
He should.
He absolutely should.
I'm just throwing salt on LaRusso real quick, man.
Man, why don't we just get into, this is going to be our last show before WrestleMania, so we're going to get into some of our predictions. I'm going to start on night one.
Okay.
With the steel cage match, Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman.
I got Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon for that?
Yep.
I'm going with Braun Strowman. I think that Shane McMahon will jump off the top and have an amazing stunt as he usually does, but he's going to take an L.
Okay. I can see that. I mean, he did say his knee hurt and all that stuff, so.
Yeah. The Raw Tag Team Championship, The New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos making his in-ring debut. Who do you got, Bush?
I'm going to go with AJ Styles and Omos.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, man. I'm on the fence. It's kind of hard to bet against New Day in a tag team match, especially in something as big as WrestleMania. And I think that betting against AJ Styles on WrestleMania too, though, that's really hard too. Oh my goodness, this is a really hard decision.
Yeah, I'm definitely not betting against AJ Styles. And
debuting Omos. I'm going with AJ Styles and Omos as well.
Yeah.
Damn it, I think you convinced me as I think and talk it through. Seth Rollins versus Cesaro.
I got Seth Rollins.
I'm going with Cesaro.
Okay.
Reason why I'm saying that is, Seth Rollins, I think, is really just there to help elevate Cesaro this year. He's the main. He's playing that role of like, hey, I've been here. I'm trying to help you get there. So you might get there by us having one of the matches of the night.
I think Seth Rollins is pulling a Floyd Mayweather. Like, look, I'm the main guy. You need the money. I'll fight you now.
That's a good way to think about it. That's what you did with Canelo.
Exactly. You know what I mean? He's done that with almost all his opponents. Once he oh, you want to fight me, Pacquiao? I'll wait for 5 years. It's Cesaro. First time on WrestleMania. You've been in with the company for all this time. I'll give you a shot right now.
Right. I'll take that swing.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny versus The Miz.
Oh my God, what am I doing? I can't believe you're making me choose between these two. I'm going to go with Bad Bunny.
As am I. If you're gonna have a celebrity match at WrestleMania, you're not gonna have the celebrity lose. He's still got Damian Priest there to have his back. Like,
If he does lose, it'll be because of a disqualification. But then Bad Bunny will still get over with the crowd by like beating him up afterwards or something like that.
I think that R-Truth could get involved as well.
I'm weak.
You know,
I can
because
totally
they had
see
the
that.
whole 24/7 thing.
It has to happen.
And they made peace with each other. You know what I mean? He finally called him Bad Bunny instead of Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
You know?
That's perfect.
Yeah, I could see that happening. SmackDown Women's Championship, the main event, Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair.
I'm going Bianca Belair.
It's her time.
I think so.
It's time for Sister Girl. I haven't really been liking the lead up, as I've mentioned in the past couple episodes, to the match, but I think it's time for Bianca as well. She's ready for it. She is, she's incredible. And I think that they're going to put on like a cool 25-minute match, and that's going to be nuts.
Sasha Banks is dope. She's dope enough to do things without the belt.
Absolutely. She doesn't need the belt.
She don't.
You know what would be crazy, though? We don't have Bayley on the card. So wouldn't it be crazy if she cost one of them the match?
What would have been crazy is if Bayley would have been able to be a special guest referee or something.
Or something like that, yeah.
Like, that would have been great. But yeah, someone's getting them. Charlotte might even come out and cost somebody the match.
That could happen.
Maybe not on this one, maybe on the next one.
Because Charlotte and Bianca kind of have a little thing going as well.
It could happen.
Yeah, but I would think maybe Charlotte would be with Raw, but who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, it's Charlotte. She has the Flair stroke. She can literally do anything. The WWE Championship match, Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Who you picking?
Look, I don't want to see it, but I think it's going to happen. And I'm still not going with it. I'm going Bobby Lashley.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm still going Bobby Lashley.
You know what we thinking. We already know, like, WWE, we see the position where you're putting it and really making Drew be that untouchable dude. We team Lashley over here, bruh.
I'm going Lashley. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comes and interferes in that match, a special person.
I'm good with that, too. But honestly, Drew McIntyre's going to win. That's really my prediction.
Drew's probably going to win. Yeah.
Night 2, we have United States Championship match, Riddle versus Sheamus.
This is interesting. I'm gonna go with Sheamus.
Sheamus, okay. Wow.
I would love to see Sheamus with the U.S. title and be a heel with the U.S. title and talk about how bad the U.S. is.
I'm okay with that. I'm going to stick with my dude Riddle. I could see him holding on to it for a while. Everything that he's doing has been great. He's been hilarious on the mic. Him forgetting his lines on Monday Night Raw was hilarious with Asuka. Him messing with Titus with the whole like pig roast when he he thought that Titus was going to be the roasting a pig, not hosting the damn WrestleMania. It's been great. So I'm going to keep going with the bro, Matt Riddle, because,
Smoke weed every day.
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn with Logan Paul. Who do you got, Bush?
I got Sami Zayn, Logan Paul. I can see this really turning out for Sami Zayn and KO letting Sami have his moment in the sun.
This is about to be KO Mania 5. I'm going with my dude Kevin Owens. I know I could go with Sami Zayn, and I want to see him win, but I feel like KO is going to do it. And hopefully Logan Paul doesn't cost him the match. It's kind of crazy to say that, Logan Paul costing somebody a match. But shit, I mean, we have a WrestleMania with Bad Bunny versus Miz, so hey, that's kind of is what it is.
Anything's possible.
Yeah. Intercontinental Championship match, a Nigerian drum match. Big E versus Apollo. Did you see that this is now a Nigerian drum match?
Yeah, what the hell is the Nigerian drum match?
Okay, so according to Cruz, the drum match is ancient duel created by his ancestors for those that have wronged them to make it right. The match will have no rules, no limitations, just two superstars going at it. And honestly, when I heard this, I pictured like that Black Panther scene when T'Challa was fighting.
That's the first thing I thought of too.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they're gonna make this a cinematic match or there's actually gonna be people like actually out there banging drums or something. But like this shit could go crazy. Who knows, man?
I'm gonna go with Apollo.
I'm going with Apollo too. I figure if the gimmick change has been working, everything with Big E has been great too, and he just needs a right dance partner. And I think that Apollo's that guy for Big E. I'm going with Apollo.
Okay.
Next up, let's see.
Oh my goodness, this match.
The Fiend, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton.
I got Randy Orton.
Really?
I got Randy Orton.
Randy Orton's going to put him out?
Yep, he's going to beat the Monster.
I'm going to go with The Fiend because, hell, why not? Fiend's my dude.
Fiend's going to have the best entrance of all time.
It's going to be crazy. I really hope this is going to be a full cinematic match. They haven't provided any kind of stipulation, but I would think this would be like the Funhouse match that they had last year with Bray Wyatt versus John Cena. So I'm going to go with Bray for that.
If it's a cinematic match, I can see that.
Yeah. Raw Women's Championship, Asuka versus Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley, okay.
You know what? Stop. My bad. Asuka. Asuka hasn't had her WrestleMania moment.
That's a good point.
She hasn't.
She's been taking L's at almost like every WrestleMania, right?
Yeah. I'm going Asuka.
I'm trying to think. What did she do last year?
Although, I will say this. The Asuka Rhea Ripley little graphics that they have for each other is awesome. That's the best one I've seen so far.
Okay.
That is really dope.
I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley for this. I figure if you're going to debut somebody and make their first match, their first singles match at WrestleMania, you're going to do that for the win. So I'm going to go Rhea Ripley.
Okay, I'm going Asuka.
Okay, the big match that we've all been talking about, the Universal Championship match, Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, okay. Do you think the big dog's going to keep it?
Yep. I don't see... what? You're really going to let go of this guy and give the belt on to Daniel Bryan or Edge when, you never know which one's going to retire first for those two?
Now, this match is really special because when you think about it, every single competitor in this match, just a couple of years ago, they weren't wrestling. So first we have Roman Reigns, Universal Championship champion, who had, a cancer scare. We had Edge out with a neck injury, and we had Daniel Bryan out with concussion issues.
Yeah.
This is literally a dream match, and the fact that this has actually happened is huge. I think with how the story's been played out, they're positioning Daniel Bryan as the true babyface, and for him to have his yes moment again. So I'm picking Daniel Bryan. That's my personal pick. I think Roman Reigns and Edge are going to kill it, but they're going to have it in which Roman loses, but doesn't lose in a definitive way so that he can still remain super strong. And if you're going to make it so that he doesn't actually get pinned. So I'm going Daniel Bryan, new Universal Champion, Night 2, WrestleMania.
The only way that I feel like Roman Reigns loses is if that dude DC comes out.
Ooh, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, because that's a game changer.
Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, that's a game changer because if he's over here tagging everybody and saying, hey, what's up? Make it happen.
I think they would promote that a little bit more.
I don't. I don't.
You never know, though.
You know how WrestleMania works.
Yeah.
You gotta have.
You want those surprise moments.
Yeah, with those surprise moments come big, social media buzz, and ESPN.
Very true.
If ESPN gets a hold of that,
yeah, that's mainstream media.
And then you hear, now Brock Lesnar's name will get talked about even more.
Even more.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our wrestlers of the week. If you had to pick one wrestler, or at least one to three wrestlers for you this week, who stood out for you, Bush?
Yo, Raquel
Gonzalez from NXT.
Raquel Gonzalez.
Slamming hoes through the championship walls.
Yo, insane. And I'm going to have to go with probably MJF.
Okay.
Just because I can't believe he did all that. You know what I mean?
Those are good picks. Those are really good picks.
That was really tight.
I'm going to go with Rey Fenix.
Dope.
For one, because he was just killing it. And why not round it out? I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley because, I didn't like what he had to do, but how dominant that he looked in that match against Shelton Benjamin. And essentially what they're doing, they're making a new Hurt Business. It's not going to be with Shelton and Cedric Alexander anymore. MVP clarified that the Hurt Business is MVP and Bobby Lashley. That's the Hurt Business. There may be new recruits in the future, but that's the Hurt Business. I'm seeing that as that's how DX, remember the first iteration of DX,
Yeah.
We had Chyna, Rick Rude, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. Shawn Michaels loses at WrestleMania 14. Triple H had to re-up. He called X-Pac. He got New Age Outlaws down. You know what I mean? He switched it up a little bit. So I could see, maybe a Hurt Business 2.0 because it's like you can't break up the hottest stable that you had the whole year and not replace it or put something comparable.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. If it's, I don't know, like Ricochet and somebody else, like
yeah, or you know what? They could honestly just leave it just those two because they're positioning Bobby Lashley in this real monstrous role, and that's kind of what they did with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar.
Oh, so we got Kelly Rowland and Beyonce. This is
Yeah,
Destiny's Child.
that really could. That really could.
Okay.
So that was my second wrestler of the week. Third wrestler of the week, Trent, returning from AEW when he came out in his mom's van. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Freaking hilarious.
In that Arcade Anarchy match, I didn't mention that. I forgot to mention Chris Statler jumping out of the claw machine and smearing Penelope's Ford's makeup all over her face and then doing a Falcon Arrow through the hockey thing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was great. I guess that's my match of the week too. The Arcade Anarchy match.
Arcade Anarchy?
That was my match of the week. If it wasn't that, I actually had that kind of tied with the Good Brothers match and Laredo Kid and Lucha Bros. But just the way that they sent it off with the power slam at the end through the stage and everything, like that was lit. So my match of the week was Arcade Anarchy / trios match that they had on Dynamite.
You know what? Match of the week for me, I don't really have one, man. I don't want to give one.
What about that MJF segment?
The segment was dope, but if I'm gonna give anybody some more props like overall, I'm gonna give it to Shelton Benjamin for attacking Vince McMahon on Twitter. And
okay.
Like basically like saying, "Yo, like what the hell?"
Yeah. What about that? You didn't see Raquel Gonzalez and Zoe Stark?
I did not see that.
Okay, that was cool.
Zoe
Stark looking good though.
Yeah, she's been looking good.
Yeah.
Her character sucks.
Yeah.
But her wrestling
music
skills,
sucks. Her outfit sucks. Yeah. But
her wrestling skills,
she's dope.
She has the opposite effect of Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
She's the opposite effect of that.
Yeah. She doesn't have all the glitz and glamour, but she's like really good in the ring.
Another person that I need to give props to too is Andrade.
Yeah.
So yes, it was a blank piece of paper that was in front of him. Okay.
Yeah, he posed like signing a new contract, and it was literally a blank piece of construction paper. So he went on and we should talk about that too while we're on the subject.
I mean, my man he let the cat out the bag on his interview that he just did.
He let a lot out. So we found out the whole reason why Charlotte was pulled out is because she had a false pregnancy, essentially. The WWE found out that she had some pregnancy hormones in her test that they do. Now sports, do like a P test and stuff just to make sure they're not on any like performance enhancing drugs. And they found out that she was pregnant. So now she went back and they did a couple of at-home pregnancy tests and nothing came back positive. So essentially she was pulled from WrestleMania and then she ended up catching COVID. So it was like back to back to back bad news.
On top of like somebody taking pictures of her inside the dressing room?
Yeah, she was trying to get dressed in the locker room and one of the I'm assuming a female superstar was recording her or something. So it's like her press team had to put out something like, hey, just so you know, like Charlotte's not pregnant and then, this is not what happened, but like
it's so
this is
odd,
what's going on. People are haters though.
And like they were like, yo, like you want to come back to NXT, Andrade? And Andrade's like, no disrespect to NXT, but I don't want to go back. I'm trying to move forward in my life.
Yeah, he said he wants to essentially go the Drew McIntyre route of leaving WWE, build yourself up more, and then eventually come back and be the champion again. So he's definitely wants to come back to WWE, and it makes sense. His fiance's there. He's got Ric Flair connections. Like, why would you mess that up?
Right. And you know what? Good for him. Like, good for him. That alone for me, that is a real storyline. That's real facts. Like, I'm rocking with that.
Yeah, and Andrade's our dude, man. Best show of the week, Bush.
It's AEW.
AEW Dynamite.
AEW.
Hands down for me, too. They killed it again. Especially because what wasn't show of the week was Monday Night Raw.
Trash.
So, and SmackDown, again, was more of like a segue show just to lead up to this week.
Which is also trash, though, too, for me because of the fact of what's about to happen. There's so many things that you can replace on the WrestleMania card with the tag team belts.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Like,
or just like, we have the time.
And the Andre the Giant Battle Royal thing was supposed to be something that was like prestigious.
Yeah, or like, and that was the time where you could have like celebrities get involved. That's when Braun Strowman won with the last one, when Colin Jost was there, the dude from Saturday Night Live, Che was there too, Michael Che.
Yeah.
You know, so it was both of them that like it was great. So it's like that's the celebrity time to get them in. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing, and especially you have 2 nights, so just make one night like 4 hours, make the other one like 5 hours, whatever, make it work.
Whatever, make it work.
Any other actionable items, brother?
I can't think of anything offhand. If you guys find something that we missed, let us know.
Yeah,
I mean,
hit us up in the DM at Jabroni Bros Pod.
Let us know. Let us know what you think about certain things. Tell us, is the audio off? Is it cool? I mean, let us know. Communicate. We talk back, man. We will answer you guys.
Yeah, man. We want to hear what you guys legitimately think about the show. If it sucks, I'll tell you. I don't take everybody's criticism the same because sometimes you guys have really shitty opinions, and I actually watch a lot of wrestling, so my opinion is better. But yeah, again, that was Just Fresh and that, not Monty Bush. And again,
but Monty Bush is down for that shit.
Yeah, and if you want to come at me, you know where to find me. I'm here for the smoke at all times. Once again, folks, my name is Just Fresh. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
And I'm Monty Bush. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, we will see you guys on episode 13, our Wrestlemania reaction show. Shit's gonna be crazy, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Woo!
Fuck Hulk Hogan.